Hey everyone, happy Thursday. How are you? I am really excited to be on live today. It's been a while since I've been on a Facebook Live. And today I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why talking and making a video is not helping you grow your business. This is a topic that I am pretty passionate about. As many of you know, I am a learning and performance professional. I've been in the industry for the past 12 years, where I have created global training strategy and different programs that have gone out all over the world. And I see this epidemic happening right now of individuals and entrepreneurs just slamming out videos and trying to use them to grow their business. So today I'm going to talk about why that's not actually helping you. So I want to start off by asking you to remember one of your most boring teachers that you ever heard or that you ever had. So thinking back to maybe like middle school, high school, everyone has always had that one teacher who used to just stand up in front of the room and just like lecture. And back when I was in high school, we had like the old school projectors, and she'd slap notes up there, and then she would just read the notes, and then she'd say, copy the notes. I remember this teacher so vividly, and unfortunately I remember her because she was so awful and class was so boring, and I used to sit there trying to keep my eyes open. You know, you have that effect of like your eyes are slowly closing, and then you like jerk up and try to get back up, and then they're slowly closing, and then you jerk back up. That was her class. And unfortunately, I don't even remember what subject it was. I just remember her, and I remember it being terribly boring and one of my least favorite classes ever. And those classes they're terrible. So obviously I don't even know what I learned in that class because I can't even remember the subject. And I want you to think back to this time of having a teacher like that and sort of how that made you feel. I also have another example of a course that I took where it was an online course, and each week we'd have some readings to do and a couple discussions and watch some videos, and then we'd go to the next week. And again, it was just like watching videos, kind of the information, it hit me. I'd say, oh, this is really good. I really like this. But then a couple days later, I wouldn't even really remember it. So I'm wondering if you have any examples of that type of course or videos that you've ever watched before either. And do me a favor, pop those down into the comments. Let me hear about those like tragic experiences that you had of these just like horrible teachers that all you remember is them talking and it just kind of going straight through your brain. Because this is really important to note. 3 reasons why talking on a video is not going to grow your business. So you're remembering right now these experiences that you had of these teachers talking. So the teacher that I remember that I don't even know the subject, I remember her talking, don't remember anything else. The online course that I took, again, that was videos, don't really remember much from that one either. And this is why I want to share with you 3 reasons why talking isn't going to help you grow your business. So reason number 1 is that even though right now video is the big thing, right? It's the big thing on Facebook, doing Facebook Lives, get people engaged. And that's because 60% of people out there prefer to watch a video rather than reading. Video helps people get a little more interested, get them more engaged. But the fact is that it's still very passive. So even though right now you're watching my video, again, it's going in one ear and out the other. You're not actively doing anything to learn from what I'm telling you. I'm just basically regurgitating information to you. So that's reason number 1. There's not a cognitive change happening from somebody watching a video. And this, I'll get back to why this isn't going to help you grow your business in a second. The second stat I want to give you is that when learners are not engaged, within an hour, they already forget 50% of anything that you've taught them. So that teacher who used to lecture in front of my classroom, no wonder I can't remember anything, because as soon as I went to the next class, I already forgot 50% of anything that she said, because all she was doing was talking and there was no engagement. There was no activity, there was no discussion, anything like that. And then after a day, you lose 70%, and after a month, you lose 90%. So again, thinking back to some of those classes that you took, it might be years later now. What's the likeliness that you remember anything? Probably not at all. So the third statistic that I want to give you is that your customers that become most loyal to you are the ones who are going to be the most profitable. So repeat customers are likely to be like 67% of your business. And so you want to keep those customers. You don't want to have to keep churning and bringing in new customers, put them through a program, and then they're done, and then you're trying to find new customers. 60% of your people could be repeat buyers, so you wanna get them in and get them engaged. I'm gonna pop up on the screen here a little diagram. All right, let's see if I can do this with my software. Okay, so you should see a diagram now. And here's what I want you to think about when you're doing your videos and when you're teaching people and giving information. We really want to focus on adding more value to what you're giving. So it's really great that you're super passionate about a topic. I'm super passionate about this topic that I'm giving you right now. But really, we're just hitting the base of this triangle, the remember and understanding. So I'm hoping that you're understanding what I'm talking about, and you can leave me comments below. But I'm hoping that you're understanding what I'm talking about, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you know how to take what I'm talking about and apply it to your own products. So for example, you might say, well, Lindsay, right now I have this video training and I'm delivering it, or I'm doing Facebook Lives every day. So you're telling me that's wrong? And I'm not saying that it's wrong. What I'm telling you is that people are not going to be able to move beyond remembering and understanding your content when it's just in a video format. You really want to be able to move people to the next level, which is the apply and analyze level. So when people are able to actually take your content and then apply it to their own life, ideally in a situation first that is a safe environment they can mess up in. So for example, I'm teaching people how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm going to bring them into my kitchen classroom and we're going to practice using the knives safely and make sure that no one gets injured and that, the peanut butter stays on the bread so we don't have cross-contamination for allergies. And we're going to make sure that everyone can do it and that it's safe. And if they do mess up, if someone accidentally does get peanut butter on the table, it's okay. We can clean it up and there's no harm done. So I'm going to take my video of making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then I'm going to put in some sort of practical application, help people understand how to actually do it in their own lives. So finally, the next level that we want to get to is the evaluate and create. So this is where people are actually taking the application that they had and now spinning it in their own way a little bit. So for example, I really like peanut butter and banana sandwiches. So now that I have this peanut butter and jelly that is really good and delicious, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to take what I learned and I'm going to tweak it a little bit and I'm going to apply it in my own life and have some real practical application in my own environment, in my own kitchen at home, for my own kids. So where I'm getting at is when you are creating videos and you're just recording yourself and you're putting it out there, you're really only hitting this bottom line, the remember and understand. And when we talk back about levels of engagement and getting those repeat customers. If someone is not able to take the information that you're giving them and, number one, apply it to their own life, sort of in the box that it's in, but number two, be able to then tweak it to their own life, it's really not going to make a long-term impact to them. So I'm going to give another example is, for example, I'll take a yoga. I took an online yoga class the other day, and I watched the video and I copied the video. So I was able to understand what the video was saying, what poses I should do, what sequencing and everything else. But then I decided that I sort of want to switch it up. You know, I want to tweak it and apply it to my own life. I'm working on building some different muscles, working on some different asanas that I want to get. But this video didn't take me to that level. And so, quite honestly, I think over time I'm going to get really bored. It's just going to be the same video over and over that I watch, and then I follow along and I do the exercises, but it's not going to take me further, and so I'm going to get bored. And eventually I'm probably going to get off of that ship and go find a different video or a different class to take. So the opportunity there for me to be a repeat customer, for me to remember the knowledge and use it in my own way, is all gone. So I hope you're following along with that. Please let me know what you think so far. So I also just wanted to go over a few more things. Likely if you're watching my video, you are here because you're looking to create long-term sustainable growth in your business. It's very easy to create videos, pop them online, call it a training, and try to make some money. That is a really common thing that's happening right now. It's sort of it's a quick buck, right? I hate to say it that way, but it really is true. It's a quick buck. And that's okay if that's what you want. Personally, that's not what I'm in the game for. Again, I'm looking to help people change their lives over time. So I'm not necessarily interested in helping you make your next, product development great and then kind of move on. I'm actually really hoping that you can take something that you've learned from this today and you can use it to really fine-tune and develop all of your products, and that you'll remember this over time, and that you're not just interested in that quick fix, and that you're looking for long-term sustainability. You're looking to really grow your customers, to have them say, 6 months, 12 months, 3 years after I took that training, I still am remembering those lessons learned. It's like getting into muscle memory with a sport, right? Like I was a gymnast and I can still go on a trampoline and do a lot of the skills that I used to do 15 years ago because my muscles remember them, because it's ingrained in me. And that's what you really want to help people get to, is getting it ingrained in them. And a video just doesn't do that by itself. So here's my call to action, is that I really want to encourage you to stop being another talking head on videos. I want you to really start to think about, how are you allowing people to transfer what you're saying in your videos to being able to do it in a safe environment, and then being able to apply it and tweak it in their own lives. And I really want you to think about this before you create your next video or create your next course. Really think about that application. How are they going to take this? And also be honest, it's probably more than just a workbook too. Workbooks are great. They do help with understanding, but probably still need a little bit more than that too. Really think about, how can somebody take this concept and move it into application? And how can it impact them much further down the line than just next week? So I hope you enjoyed this. Please feel free to leave me comments, questions below. I'd love to interact with you on this topic. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.